Good morning, fifth grade. How are you today?
Good morning.
We are very excited to see you. Today, we're going to get started and we're going to talk about conjunctions. So I'm going to share my screen with you, and you can find this on our website or on our site under week 2, and it is on Thursday. Okay, so you'll click there. So today we're talking about conjunctions, and you will need a piece of notebook paper and a pencil because you do need to take some notes. I'm going to show you the site first, and then we'll go over it because this lesson is a little bit more difficult than you're used to. I mean, we have already talked about this some, but it's something that you definitely need to take notes on. So here we have put 3 videos. There are 3 different kind of conjunctions that we're going to talk about. We have coordinating conjunctions, and there's a little short video that tells you about coordinating conjunctions. And then there's subordinating conjunctions, and this is also a video. And then correlative conjunctions. Now, correlative conjunctions are a little bit more difficult. We haven't went over those much, so that's why I'm asking you to stop our video and watch these 3 videos before you move on, so that you have a very good understanding of what the difference is between these 3 different kinds of conjunctions. Okay, and you can also pull this up and make it bigger, and this is an example of some correlative conjunctions. So let's go back up to the most familiar kind of conjunctions, and they're called coordinating conjunctions. And I'm sure that you guys know fanboys. We've talked about it, and I know that you probably learned that in 4th grade also. So if you can remember the term fanboys, that helps you to remember all of the coordinating conjunctions. So we have for, and, nor, but, or, yet, so. So here's an example. I have to find a new job, for I am unemployed. Here's another example here's an example for and. Please calm down. Let's wait and see. Neither, and here's nor. Neither my parents nor my friends. So if you use a negative like neither, you have to use nor. Neither nor go together. So neither my parents nor my friends supported me. And then here's an example for but. I have got a home, but I haven't got a car. Okay, and then an example for or is, does Clark have any brothers or sisters? So that gives you an option, brothers or sisters. So it means either. Yet means but. So you would say he has nice words, yet you don't trust him. Okay, and then so means therefore. My daughter is very smart, so everybody likes her. So these are just some examples, and like I said, you need to go watch this video to learn more about fanboys. All right, and we're gonna practice. Do you want to, Miss Landers, do you want to do the IXL or do you want to do the worksheets first?
I say we should do the worksheets first because I can kind of go over
Okay.
what each conjunction is. Boys and girls, conjunctions are connectors, and they connect either individual words or groups of words in sentences. And there are 3 kinds of conjunctions. There's the coordinating conjunction, which means that it'll have words like and, but, or. Like this is a sentence. The snow is cold and fluffy. So and is your coordinating conjunction. Okay. And that gives you that example at the top. I just took some notes myself before this video so that I could tell you exactly the exact meaning. And correlative is the one that we're not as familiar with. It's used with pairs and it's used together. Like you would use both and together, and you would use either or together, and neither nor. So I put this sentence: both Kim and Tiffany went to the play. Both and. So those 2 go together. So that means that Kim and Tiffany are the pair. Okay, so that you're going to use it with pairs like 2 people. Okay, and so if you look up there at the example, it tells you that in the correlative conjunctions at the top. So make sure you're really paying attention and don't rush through this. And the last one is that we have a subordinate, and that can it connects two clauses that are not equal. It means like a dependent clause with an independent clause, and it usually has these words in it. It usually has after, as long as, since, and while. And if you look up there, it'll tell you all that, and they'll be in italicized. It says they eat or they run after the sun goes down. And the independent clause is after the sun goes down because it has a noun and it has a verb. And then let's see, they run after the sun goes down is the dependent clause after the sun goes down. It can stand alone where the other one cannot. Okay, does that make sense?
So what I think you're trying to say, tell me if this is correct.
Okay.
So an independent clause, that's just a fancy word for a sentence. It has a subject and a verb. So they ran or they run, that's a sentence. It
Right.
stands by itself. And so a dependent clause is something that cannot stand alone. It can't be a sentence because it doesn't have both a noun or a subject and a verb. Is that right?
Right. This is what here's how I always remember that is if you do something independent, you can do it alone. And if I say you have to do this dependently, you have to depend on somebody, you have to lean on them. Does that make sense?
That makes good sense. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, so we're going to look at the words in the purple box, and those are going to be the words that you pick from, the conjunction that you're going to be looking at. So number one, Tabitha wanted to have pretzels for a snack, blank, Keisha wanted snow cones. So what would be the answer there, Mrs. Hurt?
I think the answer is Tabitha wanted to have pretzels for a snack. Would it be but Keisha wanted snow cones?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'll do number two. Okay. It says blank red, blank orange were used in the mural. Neither red nor orange were used in the mural. Is that what you think?
Okay, let me ask you this. So that is definitely right. But could you say both red and orange was used?
Used, not was.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
that would fit. Yes.
Okay.
Do we want to do one more?
One more.
Okay. Taylor wanted to go skiing today, blank the big snowfall. Okay. So let's see. Taylor wanted to go skiing today after the big snowfall is what I would think, because you wouldn't want to go before the big snowfall.
Right. Okay. Very good. Yeah, I think that's good. All right. So we did 1, 2, and 3 with you. So on your piece of notebook paper, go ahead and write the answers down that we wrote for 1, 2, and 3. And then you're going to do 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 by yourself. Write it on your piece of notebook paper. Then we're going to move down to here, and we are going to just do 1 through 10 on that same piece of notebook paper. We're going to do the first 3 with you, and then you can do the last 7 by yourself. So we're just going to write CD for the coordinate conjunctions, CR for the correlative conjunctions, and the S for the subordinating conjunctions. So let's read number 1. Are we going to go biking or hiking on Saturday? I see the word or.
Right.
So, and I know that or is part of fanboys, so that must make it a coordinate conjunction. Is that
exactly right? It's CD.
So on number 1, I'm going to write CD for coordinating or coordinate conjunction. All right. Number 2, neither, that's a good word, neither pasta nor pizza was offered. So since we've watched the video and we know what a correlative conjunction is, it's usually paired with 2 words. I know that neither and nor go together. So neither pasta nor pizza was offered. So that must be a correlative conjunction. Do you want to do number 3?
Yes. Number 3 says as long as. I kind of remember that one. but let's go ahead. As long as it's raining, we might as well get our homework done. Okay, remember on a subordinate conjunction, remember you have a dependent, which means that it depends on something, and you have an independent paired together. So let's see, as long as it's raining, that is a dependent. We may as well get our homework done as an independent. And also we know that it is a subordinate conjunction because it has the word as long as. So that one is S for subordinate.
Okay, perfect. So those are 3 different examples for you. Now you're going to do the rest on your piece of notebook paper, and we're going to walk you through a couple on your IXL and finish up the lesson. So let's look at the IXL.
I remember us doing this on IXL, and I remember that we copied these words down in little columns. So you might want to do that on your paper, the key words that you're going to find when you watch those videos. So that'll be really fast and easy for you to do this when you get on your IXL.
Okay, perfect. So Mrs. Trevino planted some basil and parsley in her garden. And so since we're doing coordinating conjunctions, these are super easy. You just remember
Right.
fanboys, the words that Mrs. Landers was just referring to. And I know that and is a coordinating conjunction. So there we go.
Right.
All right, go ahead and read this one, Mrs.
Adam tried to read those instructions, but they were in Italian.
Good.
Okay. So the coordinating conjunction is but.
Good. The frosting wasn't firm enough, so Sadie added more sugar. And the coordinating conjunction is so. All right, go ahead.
Do polar bears live in Antarctica or the Arctic? Or would be this coordinating conjunction.
Good. Okay, so that's a pretty good example of coordinating conjunctions. You get the idea, and you should be able to do this one by yourself. Right. So let's go to the subordinating conjunctions. And let's identify a few of those. Select the subordinating conjunction. We should go to the museum since we have a lesson, or since we have a lesson, since we have a season pass.
We are having a lesson. And the subordinating would be the since. That's going to tie the 2 together.
Okay, because I can look here and say, we should go to the museum, period. That's an independent clause. It's a sentence by itself. We have a season pass. Okay, very good.
Okay, the next one, while Rebecca was out, someone left a package on her doorstep. Okay, so on this one, it can be while is if you'll write those words down, you'll get those just like that. That is the subordinating conjunction right there. Although the poem doesn't rhyme, it has an interesting rhythm. That one is let's see. Although very good. All right.
All right, so I think you guys got the idea, and you should be able to navigate easily through both IXLs and the worksheets, especially if you watch these 3 videos. This is very good. I'm going to go and find you a video on independent and dependent clauses, and I'm going to add it to here just in case you're not understanding exactly what we're trying to say about independent clauses. I think it'll help you. Anyways, okay, so the last thing on the list for today is your journals. Don't forget to write in your journals. And we're still writing 2 paragraphs, one about what you're doing today. Today, my plan is to go for a walk, and I will probably watch a movie with my kids, and maybe we'll make a craft. Yesterday we made a craft, and we put little hearts all in our windows in the front of our windows, so that when people drive by, it looks like we have a rainbow of hearts. And we also painted our windows like stained glass. So we put some tape, kind of like when you walk down the 4th grade hall and you see right in front of Mrs. Williams' room, she has all those geometric shapes. We taped it off like that, and then we painted it, and so it's kind of pretty. If I had my phone, I could show you. Anyways, but you get the idea. So, whatever you did today, and then what's happening in the world today. Whenever you turn on the news, whenever you turn on, whenever you're looking at Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is that you have in your social media, tell us what's happening today. Let us know.
Yes, for sure.
Okay. It was really good to see you, and we will see you tomorrow for Virtual Friday, and we will meet you on Zoom. See you then.
Yes, can't wait.
Bye, guys.
Bye.